Hello, ARC family. I hope you're doing well. My name is Tim Byrd. I am on staff with Campus Outreach in the Charlotte region. Although I live in Greensboro, North Carolina, I work throughout the state of North Carolina, ministering to university students, particularly the juniors and seniors who are on their way out of the campus life. So my current job is the mobilization director. And as I said, I help juniors and seniors think about the next steps they'll be taking as they graduate. And one of the things I lay before them is an opportunity for them to consider cross-cultural missions, how God could be calling them to be a part of that work, either by going or sending people into the harvest field. And so I'm here connecting with students often. I travel from North Carolina A&T all the way down to Charlotte or even Wingate eventually. But it has been a privilege to serve here. It's been about 6 months in this role. And I just want to share just a brief encouragement. Back in November of last year, I spoke at UNC Charlotte, my alma mater. And I just shared my testimony. I told the students I was in their seat over 20 years ago, hearing stories and hearing about Christ. And I never could have imagined what my life would look like after graduation, especially in particular going to the mission field. And when I did feel the call to go to the mission field and stay there for more than 2 decades, coming back and sharing what God had led me to, it did something in one particular young lady. And she said, Mr. Byrd, I had been wrestling with what I was going to do with my summer, and just hearing your story, how you've been over there for so long, I think I can go for the summer. And it was just encouraging to see her wrestle with how she's going to spend her life. And that's what we want to do. Naya and I, we want to cast vision for men and women to consider how they can give their lives away for the sake of Christ and the gospel, whether it's in the United States or anywhere else. Lastly, I would like to say that is being a former regional director and living overseas, I firsthand know the need of laborers. A verse that has really been seared into my mind recently is Matthew 9:38, when Jesus looks upon the crowd and they were harassed and helpless like sheep without a shepherd. And he said, pray to the Lord of harvest that he might send out laborers into the harvest field. For the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. We want to call out more men and women, even at Howard or in DC, anywhere else, and in North Carolina, anyone who could hear, to consider going to the field. Consider playing a small part, whether it's a few years or decades, into making Christ known. So we love for you to consider how you can pray for that. We're actually asking that the Lord would raise up at least 2 people this year to go overseas through our ministry, short term or long term. We'd also ask you to pray for us personally. Our kids and family have us settled here. We're actually looking for a home, so pray for us as we continue on this hunt. We're excited to finally be in the U.S. and looking forward to what life would look like here, but we do need a house. So we ask that you would pray for that. And I believe it's a spiritual matter. It's an opportunity for us to leverage our home for ministry with students and people at our church. So thank you for all you have done in our lives over the last 10 years or more, partnering with us in the gospel to help hundreds, maybe even thousands of people at this point. And we want to say thank you on just your partnership in the gospel. God bless. And let's be in touch.